Australian jurisdictions impose safety laws to help provide protection and standards for all workers in a construction site. There used to be different laws specific for each jurisdiction in Australia, but in recent years the Australian government put in place safety laws that harmonise occupational health and safety for all construction industry workers across Australia. These laws are the result of comprehensive national reviews and consultation, and the construction industry has been identified as a priority industry for work health and safety. These new laws also saw the introduction of the nationally recognised white card safety training, which is a legal requirement for anyone working in the construction industry. Even more so than any other industry, safety is a very crucial aspect of construction work because of the very high risk it poses to everyone who comes onto a construction site. Everyone involved in this industry needs to follow strict practices for construction safety, from the CEOs to the frontline tradesmen, hands-on workers, foremen, vendors and guests. If you work in any part of the construction industry, this includes you. Even with safety protocols in place, accidents can still happen in construction sites. Data show that 58% of fatalities were caused from falls, half of which involve falls from a height or less than 4 metres, and 30% are falls from ladders. In addition to facing falls and equipment mishandling, workers are also prone to repetitive motion injuries as well, and approximately 20% of serious claims come from back injuries. Common safety mistakes include the following: improper safety gear, falling objects, scaffolding collapses, falls and trips, and electric shocks. Owners of construction sites are primarily responsible for making sure that the work environment of their workers and guests are safe. However, this responsibility is also upon you. As they say, charity begins at home, so safety also begins with you. The following safety tips are very basic practices that you can follow to reduce the potential risk posed in any construction site. Number 1, undergo appropriate and comprehensive training for any equipment you'll use on the job. Number 2, watch where you're going. Avoid stepping on loose boards, unsteady scaffolding, unsecured roofing surfaces, broken ladders, or anything that may appear even remotely unsafe. Number 3, gear up. Wear all the required safety gear, including goggles to protect your eyes from dust, hard hats, steel-toed boots, and ear protection for noisy sites. If you're going to touch any kind of construction material, make sure you're wearing gloves. If chemicals are prevalent in your work area, wear a respirator. Number 4, practice and master the proper way to lift heavy objects. The technique to avoid stressing and injuring your back is to use your legs. Number 5, wherever present, use the handrails. These are placed for the specific purpose of preventing unnecessary falls. Number 6, never go to an area that has little or no lighting installed. Avoid these areas unless lights have been placed. Number 7, keep dry as much as possible to avoid electrocution. Number 8, be vigilant and be aware of what's going on in your surroundings. Number 9, know your rights. You have the right to speak up and the right to expect everyone else to observe and follow the safety rules imposed on a construction site. Number 10, do not hesitate to report violations. This will not only help you, but it'll also help others as well. The majority of the accidents that happen are avoidable when safety programs are in place. When an accident happens, it not only affects the injured person, but might even affect his or her family. It can cause physical strain to the family as the injured person will often require assistance in moving around. Financial strain, as some injuries require the injured person to be out of work for days, weeks, even months, and often years. And emotional, even psychological stress can really be caused by any accident on the work site. A safety program entails costs, but the benefit it poses for everyone involved in a construction site far outweigh the losses and costs one may be subjected to when accidents happen. So make sure you stay safe on a work site.